Okay, so I happened to come across this Vulture ranks all 214 Beatles songs from worst to best, and so figured I would give you guys my thoughts on it. I'm gonna split this up into two parts. I'm gonna try to upload them pretty close to each other. So we're gonna go from 214 to 100, and I'm just gonna say the notable ones to me. At number 214, they put Good Day Sunshine from the Revolver album. Not a favorite for me by any means. There's a lot stronger tracks on the album, but I definitely don't think that it's their worst song. At 211, they put their newest song, Now and Then. For me, this is good for what it is, and other they use AI to finish it. I just wish that there were more parts that made the song dynamic, like a bridge and just like some different lyrics and stuff like that. Like, I feel like there had to be a way to just like switch it up more. So, good for what it is, but not really a favorite for me, so I don't really mind it being this low, honestly. But again, there's worse songs than this, in my opinion. They put Dig a Pony at 209. Absolutely not. They're talking about the lyrics are nonsense. Half of the Beatles lyrics are, but I actually do enjoy this song for what it's worth. At 207, Ask Me Why from Please Please Me. An underrated song in their catalog for sure. I think that it should be higher. I don't know how much, but I think that it's too low, honestly. Free as a Bird, 1995 single. I liked it. I thought that it was a cool piece. For them to have She's Leaving Home at number 204 really surprised me, because I feel like if you ask a lot of Beatles fans about this song, that they would say that it's one of their best. If not overall, then they would definitely say on this album. So for it to be solo was really surprising to me. I will say of other songs that I prefer to this one on Sgt. Pepper's, but it's a really good mix of John and Paul, songwriting wise, singing wise, really tight instrumentation on the track. So for them to not enjoy this song, it's just something that I wasn't really expecting overall. And the story of this song and just how everything came to be is really interesting to me. So definitely a shocker for me, should be higher. Number 203, Real Love. Again, it should be higher. For what it is, it's pretty good. I like it. Number 200, Change from Please Please Me. This song isn't great. It's really not. So honestly, it should be lower. 199, Misery from Please Please Me as well. I really did enjoy this one. I think that it's a cute song. Hold Me Tight off with the Beatles. This is probably one of my favorite songs off that album. I think that it was done well, should be higher. Saying McCartney doesn't sound natural singing, they just made that up, please. Number 194, Obladi Oblada from the White Album. Nobody wants to have fun anymore. I know a lot of people hate on Paul's Granny songs, but I really do enjoy them. I know that they took forever to get this one right in the studio, but they did what had to be done. And as you'll see throughout this video, and as you might have already guessed, I am a McCartney fan. I prefer McCartney, so I'm going to be talking about McCartney a lot through these two parts. But yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Still really love it. 193, Your Mother Should Know. I really like the version of this that I believe is on the Anthology album, the one that has the false start. I think I just like how that went overall. But yeah, really cool kind of psychedelic moment. I enjoy it. Number 192, Don't Pass Me By. This is not better than Your Mother Should Know. This should be lower. I think a lot of Ringo songs should be lower, honestly. A lot of his was just bottom tier stuff, in my personal opinion, and that's that. 186, It's Only Love Help. I love this song. I think that it's just a really enchanting song overall. I really like the production, the vocals. It's a good moment in, their early trajectory. Number 185, Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite off of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I'm pretty sure John saw this poster, and then that's actually how he wrote the song, which I think is really cool. I love the bass that is employed on the song by McCartney. Definitely ate that. I can appreciate the lyrics. Yeah, a really cool piece in their discography. So for it to be this low, shameful. One of their most creative efforts all the way throughout the discography. Insanely unique. 184, When I Get Home from a Hard Day's Night. This is not better than Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite. This is one of the worst songs on an album. The album is pretty strong for the most part, because this was the first album whenever they wrote like all their material pretty much, and this song is just not good at all. I'm surprised that it even made it here. Should be significantly lower. Maxwell's Silver Hammer at 182. I fell to my knees. Another one that I'm pretty sure they worked really hard on in the studio and everything. I think that they really hated this one and a lot of the ones that McCartney did. But I enjoyed it. It's cute for what it is. Is it one of the best songs on the album? Absolutely not. But if you just listen to it, you can appreciate it for what it is and what was brought there. Don't like this song. Never understood the appeal of this song. This is a crime against humanity. This is one of their best songs and one of the best songs off the album. Paul was in the studio chain smoking for like a week or two just so he could get his vocals in the pocket that he wanted for this song. Oh, he absolutely devoured. I love the progression of it. Yeah, one of their best. So for it to be this low is just really egregious in my personal opinion. Yeah, this is one of their best. Easy. 172, Think for Yourself off Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul has to be one of their best albums, I fear, and I just really love what they did with the song. A really cool piece, I think. Till There Was You at 170. Another one of my favorites. I know that they didn't originally write this one, but I love it. I can even appreciate the little guitar solo on there. Yeah, this is just really classy piece. I love the vocals on here. Yeah, really love it. So too low in my opinion. Number 169, Mother Nature's Son. No, this is some of the finest work off of the White Album. I love the guitar. I love the vocals. I love the progression of the song, the lyrics. Yeah, it was an E. So another thing that's too low in my opinion. Underrated. I really did enjoy it. I feel like this is one that took time to grow on me on Beatles for Sale. I think the whole album did. Probably one of their worst albums in my opinion, but I like it. 166, Rocky Raccoon. Should be a little bit higher in my opinion. I honestly think that some of Paul's other songs are better than this one, but I still really do like it. 165, Dizzy Miss Lizzy off of Help. I don't know why they chose this as the closer for Help. It would have been perfect to end on Yesterday, and then they just stick this at the end, and it just doesn't make any sense. Sonically, it's not really cohesive in that respect. Don't like this song. Not something that's really enjoyable for me to listen to be honest. I love the vocal performance on this one. I really do. So yeah, this one should be higher for me. I love this song. I do. Another great moment for McCartney. Saying it's not too memorable, please. He absolutely devoured the vocal performance in here. Top tier. Yeah, this one, again, it's another one that's cute for what it is. I think the White Album just has a lot of unique things going on there, just sonically, and it was interesting to see what they all brought to the table in that respect, but I like it. 151, P.S. I Love You. I really enjoy this song. 150, Fixing a Hole off of Sgt. Pepper's. So I really like the guitar in this one. I think it's super cool. Is a subject matter a little mundane? Sure, but it's just really enjoyable for me to listen to. I feel like I don't see people ever talk about this one enough. I feel like because it's on Sgt. Pepper's, there's so many heavy hitters on there, so it kind of gets less in the shuffle, but I've always really enjoyed this one. 145, Piggies. I've always really liked this one. Super, super cool. The lyrics, the production, everything going on here. That's one of the reasons why I love the Beatles, just because of everything that they were doing sonically. They were so ahead of their time. That's why it's still cool to listen to their stuff today. Number 144, Everybody's Got Something to Hide Except Me and My Monkey. Yeah, I really love the guitar in this one. I love the bass. I love the vocals. It's just a really fun song, so I appreciate it. My jaw dropped when I read this one because at 140, are you kidding me? The vocal harmonies from John, Paul, and George on here were phenomenal. It's a really cool piece on that respective album, and I really do love the sequencing on Abbey Road, by the way. So yeah, this is just ridiculous to have it this low, honestly. 137, The Word off of Rubber Soul. Yup. I really enjoy this song. I really enjoy it. Another really cool piece. I really like what they were doing with Rubber Soul, by the way. Just what a moment. I just really love everything that they were painting on there. I'd put this one a little bit higher myself, to be honest with you. Underrated gem. I've Got a Feeling at 129. A lot higher, I fear. This is my favorite Beatles song, but I would prefer the Let It Be Naked version just because I like that one more. But yeah, I really love it. Paul's vocal on here, you got John on here. It's a perfect blend. The songwriting on here, the progression of it, everything on the song is perfect for me, so I would have it higher. Words of Love at 128. So this is a cover, and I prefer this one more than Buddy Holly's version. I listened to it. It wasn't really my jam, but I really liked what they did with it. Sweet, really enjoyable listen. All Follow the Sun. I believe Paul wrote this at 15. Really love it. One of my favorites on here. Love everything about it. Dr. Robert never really went up for that song, to be honest. Martha, My Dear, another Paul Graney song. I can't get enough with it. The piano part, the fact that he actually played it himself, even though George Martin didn't think he was going to be able to pull it off, and the singing, yeah, 8. Don't Let Me Down, great song. Blue Jay Way, really psychedelic, cool moment on Magical Mystery Tour. Like both of them. I've Just Seen a Face at 115. Love it. 114, Revolution 9, absolutely not. I wouldn't consider this a real song. It should be on one of their worst because I don't know how it made it to this point. Taxman, amazing. Paul ate up that guitar solo. Oh, it was serious. I love the lyrics. Great opener to Revolver. Two of Us is a great later career Beatles song. We Can Work It Out was a really great piece. I can appreciate what they were doing with the middle eights. They don't really do that anymore, unfortunately, but I liked it a lot. The Fool on the Hill, another underrated song. I Fear, really love it. Don't really like this song very much. This could have been taken off the album. Don't really care for I Should Have Known Better. It's not a good song. When I'm 64, underrated gem. Does not deserve to be this high at all. Yeah. I believe he heard The Who and he was like, let me make a more metal song than them, and he did what had to be done. Oh, the song was just phenomenal all the way throughout. His vocals on here are super impressive. Love everything about it. From Me to You. Another one that I really love. I can appreciate the progression of it. Welcome to part 2 of me talking about Vulture's ranking of all the Beatles songs. At 99, I Mean Mine. Cute song, but there's better songs. 98, that's just an instrumental. Why is that so high up? I don't understand why you would rank that so high up with actual songs. I'm Looking Through You is a great song. I actually really do enjoy it. Next song, Oh, Lennon is Burning, because, yeah, and that's all I'm going to say. I love this song. Definitely one of my favorite songs off of Revolver, some of Paul's best vocal work. I like the Let It Be Naked version of this more. The one on the regular album is just so overproduced. Another controversial song that should not have been on an album. I don't know why he put this on. I don't know why. There's not a reason good enough, and let's keep it there. Love this song. Love it. I can appreciate the vocal performance, the emotiveness of it all. This one is really underrated. I like the guitar work on this one. Love the vocal on this. Great hook, like they said. This is a really beautiful piece. I love what Paul did here with the songwriting, the vocals, just stunning overall. And I mean, he even said it wouldn't be half as good without George's guitar part, so kudos. Magical Mystery Tour, the song at 75, way too high up for this list in my opinion. Not a bad song, but there's better. This is one of my favorite songs that Paul McCartney did in the Beatles. I probably put it like all time one of my favorite Beatles songs. I just love the guitar work on here. I love his vocal on here. I think it won the Grammy for like Song of the Year, Record of the Year, something like that at the time. I just think it's a really classic, well done song, super enjoyable to listen to. I mean, he even performed it at the White House whenever Obama was in office for Michelle. So yeah, just some of their best work. I figure doesn't get much better than this. I would have it higher, at least like top 20 for me, but I just love it. As I said in my YouTube video, my unpopular opinions, this song is mid. I don't know how it made it high up here, but you know, a high sneak, you know, and that's that. Psychedelic song, a great moment, and I really do appreciate it. It's something that's really unique. I like the harmonies on here, the progression of it, really cool psychedelic moment. Hello Goodbye, I have always really loved the song. I especially love the music video for it. Again, you know, a lot of people don't like Paul's granny songs or whatever, but I always really enjoyed it. The progression of it, the bass line, the vocal, all of it comes together really nicely. The lyric, all of it's really good. Boys, one of Ringo's moments, and I actually did enjoy this one, so I'm okay with it being here. 63, I Feel Fine, great record. 62, If I Fell, yeah, some of Lennon and McCartney's best work. I love the harmonies, I love the guitar on here. Yeah, I really like the Reba cover of the song. By the way, one of my favorite covers of a Beatles song. It really rivals the original in my opinion. If you haven't heard it before, definitely check it out. I love the guitar solo in the Reba version as well. Oh, that version is so good. But yeah, I really do love this song. One of the best songs on the album. Revolution, really, really great song. I like the guitar in here. I'm really interested to know what the settings were to get it to sound how it actually sounded, but I can appreciate it. I Will, a gem. I like the anthology version where I believe it's on Anthology 2. Yeah, I just think that it flows a little bit better, but I really do love it. 53, You Can't Do That. Trash track. Again, I don't know why it was on that album, and way too high. Within You Without You, 52 from Sgt. Pepper's. Yeah, this might be the best song on the album. I feel like it grew on me. I don't think I used to like this song a whole lot, but now I really go up for the Indian instrumentals and everything that's going on with that. I can really respect what they were able to bring with it. It was just something that was really cool to listen to overall. Again, another psychedelic moment. They have a lot in the catalog, but this one definitely stands out to me. I appreciate the vocal work. Yeah, and this is George's only contribution on Sgt. Pepper, but I think it's a worthy one. I'm pretty sure he had another track that he submitted, but they didn't like it, so they're like, you have to do something else, and this is what he came up with. So very interesting. And if you ever just listen to the instrumental, you can appreciate everything that's going on there. So great pick. 51, There's a Place, another sneak. 50, Julia. Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. I love the guitar on here, the devastating, haunting vocals, the lyrics. I can appreciate it for what it is. It's an interesting piece on the White Album for sure. 49, I Want to Hold Your Hand. I mean, a classic song, one of the songs that really ascended them to stardom, and yeah, great song. 47, Back in the USSR. Oh, McCartney had something serious to prove with this one. Yeah, I think that he really ate with this song. It's a really fun listen. I like the lyrics. I like the vocal delivery. It just feels of its time, but in the best way. Like, I remember whenever I first got into the Beatles, it was 2018. I was in AP US History and just like listening to them doing homework, like while learning about the events that were going on at that time. And yeah, some stuff is just a really great time capsule in that respect. So yeah, definitely a great song, a highlight on the White Album for me. The Long and Winding Road at 45. I could take this one being higher. This was actually their last #1 hit. There's definitely a sadness that goes over this one. I love the piano. I love his vocal. And again, I love the one on Let It Be Naked more. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Beatles songs for sure. Definitely some of McCartney's best. 42 in My Life, Rubber Soul. Yeah, a really beautiful piece. I appreciate it. I like the little solo in the middle. It's a good piece. I'm glad it's high up. Yesterday at 39. Yeah, I think this one, just because it's been so popular, and I'm pretty sure this is the most covered song of all time and all these things, I think you can get tired of it. But at its essence, I think it's a really beautiful song. Just Paul McCartney and the guitar. So really beautiful piece. And like I said, should have ended the Help album. 38 Drive My Car. Always really loved it. Super catchy. I love all the riffs, the solos, everything that's going on there. A delight. 34 for No One Revolver. I like it, but the other Paul contributions on Revolver, for the most part, I like better than this. There's just some other songs that I think I prefer over it, but that's just my take. As My Guitar Gently Weeps. This song, I think it's a good song, but I think that it's overrated. Like, out of the songs that George has written, I think that there's better contributions overall in the discography, but especially on the White Album. Like, I feel like it's given a lot, and that's my thoughts there. I'm sure that's unpopular, but that's how I feel. Day Tripper at number 30. I really like the guitar riff on this one. It's an interesting piece to listen to. The music video was fun. I Saw Her Standing There at 21. I can understand it. I respect it. I love it. Hey Jude at 20. Yeah, this is an amazing song. I really wish it would have been cut down more. Like, this song is a great 3-4 minute song. I think it just goes on too long. But yeah, definitely a great vocal from McCartney and just an amazing moment. He wrote this about John's son Julian and just everything about John's divorce. And yeah, he just wrote a masterpiece. 19 Lovely Rita. Great song, but kind of shocked that I made it this high up. 18 Ticket to Ride. I don't like this song very much. I don't get why it's here. 17 Nowhere Man. I can understand this pick. Here Comes the Sun at 16. I understand it. I respect it. One of their most beloved songs, and for good reason. Something at 13. Some of George's best songwriting to date. Amazing instrumentals, amazing guitar solo, amazing lyrics, amazing sentiment. I really like the video too. And now we're on to the top 10. At number 10 is Rain. So this was just a single, and I really like it. I think that Ringo said that this is his favorite Beatles song, and I just really like the drums on here. I think that they're very unique. The guitars on here, the vocals. It's just a really feel-good song, and it's very underrated. So for it to be this high up, I'm happy about it. Number 9, Eleanor Rigby, Revolver. Yeah, this is a masterpiece. I love the orchestra all the way throughout it, how his voice syncs up with it, the storytelling and the songwriting. It's just a very eventful cinematic piece, so I think it's really cool, and his vocals on here are some of his best. Definitely do not disappoint. So to hear it be in the top 10, I'm happy with that. Number 8, Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown, off of Rubber Soul. I liked this song, but again, there's better songs on the album, I think, that I would have liked to have on the top 10, such as In My Life. Also, I'm pretty sure this song is about cheating. Like, he literally left his first wife to be with Yoko Ono, and he was like, how can I turn this into a song? And that's what this song was. But this is one of the songs I know how to play on guitar, so I'm happy about that. But it's cool, but those are my thoughts. Number 7, Here, There, and Everywhere, off of the Revolver album. Yeah, this is an amazing ballad. Great vocal work by McCartney, of course. I love the lyrics. I love the instrumentation. This one just brings you at ease. I think it's aged very well. Number 6 is Dear Prudence, and I like it, but there's stronger contributions that should have been in its spot. That's way too high up in my opinion. 5, Please Please Me, from the album of the same name. I like it. One of their first singles, but there's other songs that should have been in this placement. 4, She Loves You. Yeah, I think this was one of the first Beatles songs that I heard. Like, I remember we played this in marching band, and this was before I really got into the Beatles like that. Like, of course I knew some of their hits, but yeah, I really love this song. I think that it's a great pick. 3, Penny Lane. And this is a song that gets a lot of critical acclaim by them, and I appreciate it a lot. As a trumpet player myself, I love the piccolo trumpet solo, the progression of it. It's just a really joyful song, so I really do appreciate it. Number 2, Strawberry Fields Forever, a single. And with this and with Penny Lane, basically, I believe George Martin said that he regrets not putting it on the Sgt. Pepper's album, basically, because at the time they would release singles and they wouldn't necessarily be on the albums because they wanted people to feel like they were getting their money's worth and all the things. So they really regretted not doing that, and I think those 2 songs should have been on the album. But yeah, Strawberry Fields Forever is a really psychedelic piece. I believe John did a bunch of takes on it, and then they just put those together, so it's a cool piece. At number 1, A Day in the Life. I mean, I already expected this to be here. I enjoy it, but I kind of don't understand why everyone agrees that this is the Beatles' best song of all time. Maybe just because of how grandiose it is. It's great workings of Lennon and McCartney and all those things. But again, we just had better choices to be at the number 1 spot, in my opinion. Not mad at it. That's my overall thoughts on this Vulture list for Beatles songs. Let me know what you guys think down below. You agree with me, you would disagree with me, somewhere in between. Let me know down below in the comments. But this was really fun to do. I should do more Beatles content or Paul McCartney content.